In this video, I'm going to show you how to access AnyDesk on a laptop step by step so you can connect to another computer quickly and securely. Whether you're helping a friend, working remotely, or accessing your office PC from home, this guide will walk you through the process in a simple way. And if this tutorial helps you, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe for more easy software guides just like this. Alright, let's get started. First, open AnyDesk on your laptop. Wait for the application to load completely so you can see the main screen without any lag or missing options. Once AnyDesk opens, the next thing you need is the remote AnyDesk address or the This Desk ID from the other person. This is the unique number or code that identifies the computer you want to connect to. Make sure you ask for the correct address because even one wrong digit will stop the connection from working. After you have the correct address, look for the remote desk field in AnyDesk. Type the remote computer's AnyDesk address into that box carefully. It's always a good idea to double check the number before you continue, especially if someone read it to you over the phone or message. When the address looks correct, click Connect. AnyDesk will now send a connection request to the remote computer. At this point, you may need to wait a few moments while the request goes through and the other device receives the alert. Now, the person on the remote computer needs to review the incoming connection request. They should see a prompt asking whether they want to allow access. For the connection to work, they need to click Accept. Once they do that, the session will begin and you'll be able to access the other laptop through AnyDesk, depending on the permissions they allow. If you're using this for the first time, remember that access only works when the remote user approves it, so it's always secure and controlled by the person at the other end. And that's it. You now know how to access AnyDesk in a laptop and connect to another device the right way. It only takes a few simple steps once you know where to enter the address and how the remote user accepts the request. If this video was helpful, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you don't miss the next tutorial. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.